Hey there guys, what's going on and welcome back to the Ultimate RTG. And there was no upload of this series yesterday, as you're probably already aware of, but I did promise you a Papu Gomez review as well as some other what if players that I've tried. So if that does interest you, hit up the channel page and go and watch it. But back to the road to glory. I won't be showing you any weekly gameplay from Friday, even though we were 8-2, but Saturday we do resume. And I've had to bring in a regular version of Klosterman. And I know we're in February, pretty much March, but there is good reason. And I was looking at the account itself, and it got to a point yesterday that I was just fed up. And it isn't to do with the way I was playing or the team necessarily. It's more a case of like me sitting here saying I'm going to do something and I never really act on it. And it's always trading, and I never make enough coins because the two goals of the series, one is to do well in the weekend league and try and get top 200, top 100, which is tough. And another goal is to build up the team to a point where I'm bringing in some of the best players on the game, which is Maldini, Vidic, Eto'o, and Ronaldinho. Well, Ronaldinho is like the holy grail. He's going to be very tough to get. But Eto'o is definitely like not reasonable because he's still going to be like 6 mil, 7 mil. But it is something that we can achieve. And instead of me like using like a decent side and getting Elite 3 every week and only making 100,000, I've had enough. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put together a side that is still playable and we can achieve those ranks, but continuing to add to the investments and the fodder. Because you know EA are going to be bringing out something very, very soon. Either the 5x85 that is rumored, which that SBC is going to be expensive and a lot of people are going to want to do it because we have new man of the match cards, which, well, Mbappe is available to be pulled. We've got an informed Ronaldo in the team of the week. So, yeah, people are going to be paying a lot for fodder. As well as the icons. We don't know when they're going to drop, but they're coming. So the idea that I have is just to continue adding to the 85s and the 83s that I've bought. And eventually we're going to see big profit. We're basically going to double our money. So Yashin I did sell, same with Diego Carlos. And I know some of you be like, oh, Fuji, you're buying and selling cards. Like, I'm totally over that. I don't really care what I buy and sell. As long as we invest, I've invested about 700,000 already. I want to double the money, maybe even triple it. So in the trade pile right now, we've got loads of Bonucci's. I've got some Romagnolis, a couple of Lacazettes that I bought. And in the watch list, we also have quite a few. And by the way, Yashin, I'm not going to say he's the worst keeper on the game because it's not true. And maybe I was expecting a little bit too much. But for 300,000, he's definitely not worth it. Like, no keeper is really worth 300k because they're always going to make mistakes. But I did bring in a new Hideki, I think is called. This like headliner Hideki. He's all right. He's made a couple of saves. Also makes mistakes, but it is what it is. Bonucci, Romagnolis, and some more Bonucci's I've picked up. So pretty much ranging from like 15 to 16,000 that I've invested in. And I've checked his graphs, right? And his most expensive like value that he was selling at was 25,000 coins, which is crazy. And when EA do bring out like the main SBCs, which they will eventually, and if it's a case of like having to sit on these players, I don't care. I've got to a point where it doesn't really make any difference to me. I don't want to feel like just because I'm a content creator, I'm restricted not to be able to invest like a lot of people, because this is what traders do. They literally buy like hundreds of like 85s. I've even done it myself with Lacazette, and I've seen the profit. I've tripled my money on Lacazette. But because I feel like I've got to do so much with content and stuff, I'm restricted. Whereas if I was just running this account like off video, I would be able to just literally sell up my whole team, invest into 85s, 86s, and double, triple my money and have like 4 million coins. So what I'm going to do, right, I was looking at the side, and this is what I've done. I brought in Klosterman, and I've played 6 games with him. He's all right, actually. He doesn't really feel that bad. Hideki I bought for 30,000. Like I say, he's okay, 6'4", good height. Ronaldo is just so good. And that's why I was looking at him thinking, do I want to sell Ronaldo and invest those coins? Not really. What I probably will do is after the weekend league, I'll sell Tapsoba. Probably on, I don't know. I think, I'll sell him after our weekend league run tonight, and then I will use all of those coins and invest into more 85s, because I'm telling you, like, if they do drop these SBCs, we're going to be able to make a lot. So instead of having to rely on our FUT Champ rewards, we're just doubling our profits. I think it's the best way to go. But anyway, this is the team that I was using. I want to show you some highlights and talk about a few things. So hit a like if you're enjoying the series, subscribe if you're new, and you've just come across the channel, and let's go to the gameplay. So another reason for this major change is that I was looking at the starting 11, and I know some of you will be like, untradeable FC, which is true, and that's why we should really use it to our advantage and get use out of these players that are good enough to get Elite 3 as long as I patch up the players that I have sold on. And that's why Tapsoba, for 600,000, I love a good defender. And I know some of you will say to me, Fuji, it's not worth it bringing in like a million coin defender. I don't know what it is, but that is my enjoyment. I like having a Vidic, a Maldini, a Team of the Year Virgil van Dijk last year. That's just how I enjoy the game. And a lot of people, like, they give their opinions and they do this, do that. At the end of the day, right, I do respect what you guys say, but I also want to enjoy the game myself. It's not always that I'm going to be like, all right, if you guys want me to bring in a cam or this or that, like, I do want to like put my own spin on it. But eventually, like, we will get a Maldini. It's just right now, Diego Carlos being as good as he is, the 400,000, I can literally turn that into 800k. If the right SBC comes out tomorrow, the next day, or even if I have to wait a month, just so we're prepared and ready for this, I think it is definitely the way to go. So Tapsoba, I genuinely like him though. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's fast. He's got good AI positioning, strong in the challenge. Maybe there are better tacklers of the ball than him on the game. I will say that. But everything else that he's offering, he is just a beast. But 600,000, what I see right now is we sell him, potential double our money. That's what's making me, that's forcing my hand to get rid. And when I look at a CR7, right, he's also about 750, 800,000 on the Xbox market. Now he is tough. It's a harder decision to say like, all right, get rid of Ronaldo and do this like untradeable side because of how good he really is. All right. Because when I first brought him to this account, he literally took the team by storm, and he has been the best. Trust me, he has been the best purchase for the series. Not a Kante, not a Mateus, not anyone else. Ronaldo is a joke. He can carry, literally, he's the only player that I would genuinely say, like, he can carry a team. Like, El Shaarawy is good and all, but you don't get that vibe. Dybala's good. But there is something hidden with this Ronaldo that is just a force in the attack. He's going to cause rebounds. He's going to score. You know the deal. He is exceptional. So instead of like going all in with this whole like buying fodder cards and sitting on them, I think I'm going to do a little bit of a mixture. Like a lot of the coins that I will generate from our FUT Champs finish this weekend, I'm going to put into the fodder cards, and the rest I will try and like adjust the team and make some upgrades so it is like enjoyable for myself, like playing the game. But with Butra, I still have some mixed opinions towards this card. His record for me, I think he's played 18 games now. He is under a goal a game. I think it's like 18 games, 13 goals, which doesn't seem great. But he's got more assists than he has goals. And I don't even feel like he's done that much with the playmaking. He's really weird. And it does seem like I'm bashing him a little bit. But I'm trying to be honest. Like, I don't know if I like him. But then again, our record is 14-2. Like, we were 8-2 on Friday. So I played a few more games last night after the Newcastle game. I'm surprised we didn't win that. The first half against Wolves, we should have had 2-3 goals. And now we've got so many injuries. It's not looking good at all. But anyway, back to the RTG. Butra, I don't believe that we should drop him simply because we haven't been taking any more losses. We're still scoring a decent amount of goals. And the attack with him and Ronaldo, maybe it's just because Ronaldo is that good, it kind of overshadows a Butra. Whereas if I didn't use Ronaldo and I had like Dybala and El Shaarawy supporting the man, I think he'd get a little bit more of those goals. But then again, it could be his work rates as well. Like, he's got medium low, which is a bit odd for a striker. So he is going to drop maybe in the midfield. Well, no, he just doesn't move. Because so he's got low defensive work rate, so he's not going to drop back, and he doesn't really want to make runs, so he just wants to sit there. He's basically the link-up man, and then on the odd occasion, he's going to drift and get goals, and I think that's how he feels. Like, he doesn't do that much, but he still will score goals. So, hey, fair enough. But with the defense and how I've felt from this team, the Reece James, whatever's happened to him, he's just clicked, and he's one of the best like right centre backs that I've used. It's mental to me, but he has been phenomenal. Tapsoba I really like. I can't say anything bad about him. He might not have like the best tackle in the game, but he is still very, very good. Pace, physicality, everything you'd want from a defender. And Klosterman, I did find it amusing that an 80 rated Klosterman is still weirdly good, but you never really lose that. Like, the OP players from the start of the game, when they start getting upgrades, you know it's serious business. And even just a regular version still, it could be his build, it could be his pace, I don't know what it is, but he's just OP and he's fine. But then again, we haven't finished our weekend league run. We might not even get Elite 3 with him in our team. So it will be decided later today. But with the formation, I'm still running 3-5-2. And yesterday, I had that feeling of just wanting to play a bit more possession-based. Not wasting time. I just wanted to play actual football. Like, pass it back to my CDM. Pass it over to my right mid. Switch the play. And I don't know. I just had that feeling, and that's how I wanted to play. I didn't want to just do unnecessary skills, which I usually do. I wanted to play actual football, and I've got to say that it brought some like calmness to my team and how I was approaching the play, defending a little bit better, and in the attack, it was just relying on pass and move, AI positioning, and I scored decent amount of goals, and I didn't take a loss. So really happy with how I performed. Some guy wasn't too amused though with how I was playing. I don't know, like he was saying, oh, the way you play is boring. I was like, all right. I swear he was using 5 at the back anyway. This is the thing. Like, when I'm not pulling out my players and jetting people down to give them easy goals, they don't like it. And when I'm defending how everyone else defends, which is not really doing that much and just keeping compact, they hate it. And then they start being abusive. So you just got to focus on yourself, and however you play, you play. Don't be like a rat though. Don't waste time, but just do your thing. And if people don't like it, who cares? As long as you're getting the results, right? But we are 14-2, so we've got a few more games tonight to play. Hopefully we will get Elite 3, and then we will focus on this whole Project Eto, Project Ronaldinho, and I really truly mean this. We're building up from now. Like, big changes are coming, and it starts here. But let's go back to the club, because I want to show you the records. So 14-2 is definitely better than last week's 15-5. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. There's no guarantee. I might get to 15 wins and start losing. I'd hope not. But Boucher, I did want to show you the record with him. 18 games, 13 goals, and 16 assists. Now, I personally would say that the goals to games is unacceptable for a striker. You at least want a goal a game. And I think that with his finishing alone, he is good enough. He's capable of getting that. But the 16 assists, like, it's a good goal contribution in 18 games. And then when you've got Ronaldo that's over a goal a game, does it really make a difference? I don't think so. El Shaarawy being played as my right mid, he's dropped off a little bit just because of that reason alone. And then you've got Dybala that is still playing very, very well. I love him. One of the best SBC unlocks. But Tapsoba, we've played 16 games now with the card, and I don't know what it is. Like, people, I don't know if it is that they're hating on the player or they're hating on the decision of me bringing in a centre-back that is of that value, like 500k. I know, I did say though to you boys that I like bringing in like a really nice defender just to feel secure, and you know what I mean? I just like spending on defenders. There's something about them that I love, especially this man here. He's just a beast. Well, that's what you got to do. Like, you got to build up from the back. It's like defense wins championships, you know? You've got to defend better. Well, I think it also comes down to how you're performing on the game. Like, you know, when you go and play the objectives and you're using like an average team and you're defending okay, there's no excuses there. Like, you're still using bad cards. So it will come down to you and how you're performing. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, boys. I will see you tomorrow with the highlights of our Foot Champs run. I'll keep you updated with anything that EA bring out. We should get a 5 times 85 plus pack. So if we do, I'm going to sell my Romagnolis and all those cards and then take the profit and reinvest again. We're making coins and we're going to make a lot. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and I'll see you soon. Team out. Peace.